Good evening, everyone. Hello from Silver-Quill, and I hope you're doing well on this fine day. Possibly a Friday, possibly a Saturday. This curved globe is a bit vexing at times, and I should know because I'm planning to travel around it. Not around the world, but at least from Colorado to England to Scotland and back again. But that's all in the future. In the here and now, I want to say hello to all the fine people in the chat. So let's start with Enderpup and Komodo Steel. Hello, Pokemon Fire Eevee and Trail Fluff Belly Official. Adam Lisman and MLP Trinary. Komodo Steel. And head on down, Jeff Okazinski. Has anyone seen the TF2 video where they have a Mimi Sentry? Are you sure that wasn't a mini Sentry? Because I'm thinking is Digimon if you say Mimi. Kamen Rider Jetstorm Gaming, Brian Luna. And scrolling down, we have Infinite Warlock. Sweetie Bloom is good to see you, who was very concerned to see Trinary. But Trinary is here, is good. All's right in the world. And Nathan Duazo. And Gaiety. Hello, hello. Although I should say, it's never a command performance. If anyone can't make it, I never want anyone to feel guilty. That'd be all kinds of crazy. And over on the Twitch, we have Seth Moss 20. And Blue Griffin Azora. And Tipig Boss 99. Now, Seth Moss wonders why I named today Scotland Bound, but I didn't invite Maddie. Well, there's two reasons for that. The first is I'm going to try and do a lot of editing this time around, but also the reason I'm going to Scotland is to celebrate Mad Munchkin's marriage. That's fun to say, Mad Munchkin's marriage, Mad Munchkin's marriage, Mad Munchkin's marriage. So I figure she's probably dealing with a lot right now, getting stuff ready, and maybe being just a little bit nervous, just a little bit. So I didn't want to add to that. Brian Luna confirms that it is Mimi Sentry in TF2. I will have to look this up. But either which way. So I will be gone for much of next week and the Monday after next week in Scotland. Not sure what will all happen, but I'm looking forward to it either which way. Just from this sky shot of Inverness. Oh, it's a jumping place. Looking pretty good. I'm very curious. And so, therefore, but we've got lots to do in the meantime and leading up to. So, how shall we begin? I believe we shall begin with weekday puns. Although, I don't need to set your sail just yet. Close project. Basically, normally I do like one weekday pun in the evening just to close out the day and get ready. Or if I'm feeling a little worn out, I do the pun first thing in the morning. So, let's see here. I've recorded lines from all my puns for next week. Because, well, I won't be there to do them, and I really don't want to be telling my friends, oh, I can't do X, Y, or Z, I have to edit this piece real quick. So let's get a jumping here. And we get a jumping first by cleaning a little shop. We're going to save this as Weekday Puns, April 24, 03. And we'll get rid of all this, yes. Goodbye. Goodbye. And I just need to bring in a Vivio. Wheel in the Finder. Here we go. Boop. Where my VO at? There you are. And so, therefore. Boop. Oh, yes, I always forget for some reason, Adobe doesn't want to follow the audio hardware of my computer. Oh, no, it's got to be all hipster. People have been voicing more and more disappointment with Adobe. I hope they've been listening to that. Thank you, the Big Ben 1. Lemonade is Sprite, pudding is dessert, ordering water is a much more complicated endeavor. Huh. And Scotland is a part of Britain, not of England. Right, okay. Nathan Duazo wants me to tell Mad Munchkie he said hi. I shall. Alrighty. Just looking through the chat. Cosmo, you got to go to Loch Ness. I want to go see and say hello to Nessie, if possible. And then the good old male pain. Not quite that painful. There we go. Now the odd thing, you can see the waveform here. All those wonderful little painful cries. Meanwhile, when I pull up my voiceover, nothing. I am left adrift. What madness, I ask you? What could cause such chaos? And it's not Discord. I haven't pulled up that program yet. Okay. Just to drive that into the ground. Turn on the audio waveform. What? What's got you making such a stir? Yeah, left and right. Okay. We'll see if it starts behaving itself. But until then, I'll just have to go through the old-fashioned way and listen. I think I'll title this one Confession. Yeah, truth be told, a woman in pain doesn't sound as funny as a guy. I'm just saying. But I try to be equal opportunity. Let's see, Sweetie Bloom, never been to Loch Ness. But you went to Edinburgh. Well, that sounds pretty fun. Let's see here. Raise SLP. I'm not sure how to pronounce that properly. But I've been doing well, and I hope you are as well. I have enjoyed a wonderful time at BabsCon. It was a very, very, very active time at BabsCon. running hither and thither, especially thither. Even though I wasn't on nearly as many panels, I still tried to be there for other people's panels, including my buds in the collectible card game, and a fantastic panel on creativity from our friend Dusty Cat. And yes, sweetie, it may be sexist to say that women's painful screams are not as funny as men, but I also prefer to think there's a little ounce of chivalry in there. Thank you very much. In fact, if no one else will applaud, yes, thank you. My double standards are in full effect. You know, I just realized you guys haven't even heard what I've been working on because I muted my computer. Good gravy, I'm bad at this. So, here's my confessions pun.
I tell dad jokes, but I have no kids. I'm a faux pas.
Oh, now we're talking about language, Sweet Bloom. A whole store dedicated to swords. That sounds nice. I would definitely want to go there and point a few things out. Oh, and hello, Voice of Reason. It's good to see you. Seth Moss wants to know, would King Ohger have worked as a Power Rangers adaptation? This because I've been doing puns based on the current Japanese superhero show Boom Boomger, a race-themed, car / delivery-themed superhero. King Ohger was very fascinating because it was mostly done through green screen, but it looked pretty decent. Kind of maybe a step up from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And how best to put it? Actually, maybe a step below Buffy. As I recall, the makeup in that was fantastic. But you have a tale on an alien planet where there are 5 kingdoms, all under the protection of insect-themed shoe gods, who combine into the mighty King Ohger to defend the planet. And it really is a minor version of a Game of Thrones, but with Sentai. I thought it was excellent in terms of overall story and intrigue. I think it could have worked here in America, but I feel like we're less inclined these days towards monarchies. Oh, Infinite Warlock, you'd be amazed at what they can turn into monsters. One of the very first villains of Masked Rider, the original Masked Rider, was Starfish Hitler. It was a giant starfish with Hitler's face. I believe it was very punchable. Okay, let's see.
Police have arrested the Energizer Bunny. The police have arrested the Energizer Bunny. They charged him with battery. How do you make a rabbit stew?
Oh, well, there we go.
Charged him with the police have arrested the Energizer Bunny.
No, come on.
They charged him with battery.
Here we are.
The police have arrested the Energizer Bunny. They charged him with battery.
There we go. Sorry, Elizabeth Snowbell, but if you want some crickets, I don't really like the crickets on this soundboard. That is not crickets, that's scary music. I mean, that sounds like mechanical crickets. Enderpup saying, this is nutty. Also, Underpup, I hope you're still keeping track of how many times I say, let's see. It's become a fascinating study in my vocal tics. And still no waveforms. Why? Why, I ask all of you? What have I done to deserve this? I mean, what specifically? Open in source monitor. No? Finalizing, modify, auto channels, time code, blah, 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 blah. Pardon me while I just do a quick search. Adobe Premiere Pro waveform not showing. Thank you. It says go to preferences. Preferences. Audio. Automatic audio waveform generation. Yep, that's on. So annoying. How to clean media cache files. So apparently I have to trash the cache. All right, well then let's do that. Here's a little way it says quit out of Adobe, hold down the shift button, and launch Premiere Pro. Gotta wait just a minute. Are you sure you want to set your plugin caches? Okay. Yada, 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 yada. And now it's spinning. This is the spinning song. I hope you like the spinning song. It's the only spinning song that I do know. Let's see here. Well, Sweetie Bloom, I'm hoping it works well on both Mac and PC. To Pig Boss wants to know, what did the Rowlet say when he left Disneyland? I will be back. I'm assuming that a Rowlet is a form of owl, but I'm not well versed. Komodo Steel, would I be considered a Gryffindor? I don't know if I have that sort of courage. I really think I'm more of a Hufflepuff. My best is not easily discovered. Now, if they tell me I'm a Slytherin, I'm gonna turn that sorting hat on fire. But, you know, that's only an extreme case. Very extreme. Anyway, while Premiere Pro is trying to tackle that, I'm going to do a little extra experiment. While I was at BabsCon, I had the pleasure of bumping into several musicians, including Elemental. And I bought Elemental's CD. I'm going to plug it in and see if my computer will work with me. Oh, of course, right when I say I'm going to do it, that's when Premiere works with me. Still going to plug it in and see if it'll work, if this will go. Right now it is reading, it is loading. Ah, marvelous. There's my waveform. I felt naked without it. Would you like to import into your music library? Not just yet. I will just play it from the disc. But we'll do that in a moment. First, I want to get the rest of my audio laid out. See, it's so much easier to navigate when I can see the waveform.
How do you make a rabbit stew? Keep it waiting.
Oh, wait, I don't like that.
Keep it waiting. Keep it waiting.
Ah, nuts. All three.
Keep it waiting. Waiting. Keep it waiting.
Yes, I have a little bit of sinus trouble post-convention, as is often the case with me. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. I thought it was a fantastic time. My only regret is that my presentations at BabsCon were a little foiled because the sound team for the main stage where I was doing a live review didn't have the equipment to work with a Mac. In fact, a Mac seems to be a very big hurdle. And I've heard that video audiovisual teams are not working with Macs as much these days. So, I don't know I don't know if there's any truth in that, but I guess I'll just have to, from now on, have a backup copy on a PC, just in case. Just in case. Sheriff Left Belly, I don't know what topic you keep mentioning, but if it's getting removed, then odds are it's something that's been censored or is not a good thing to talk about. So I suggest let it go. Just make like Frozen and let it go. See, that's well timed because it works with both puns.
Keep it waiting.
Maybe just a little delay there.
Keep it waiting.
And let's see, the last pun for this week. Well, for next week, I should say. But then I also have to do Monday and possibly Tuesday because, well, I've got a lot to do.
Dad, what rhymes with orange?
Let's see if I speed that up, if it can sound a little less. Well, actually, it sound more cheesy. Let's make it 125.
Dad, what rhymes with orange?
No, it doesn't.
Modify the speed. We'll make this 80%.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, that's too much. Let's say 93%.
No, it doesn't.
Dad, what rhymes with orange?
No, it doesn't.
I think that's the dad having a heart attack over his son's stupidity. Oh well. Turn away and slam the door, says Voice of Reason. That's probably true. Today is Bob the Builder's anniversary, says Champ to Stay. If you have any experiences with that show, other than a robot chicken skit where he basically runs afoul of the mafia, or was it labor unions? Either way, the answer is probably no, and that's for the best. And down here.
What is sticky and brown? A stick.
Oh, poor Brian Luna. You've never seen Frozen, but you can't escape that song. I can appreciate that.
But I know what you were thinking, you filthy, filthy person.
No pain reaction to that one. Just let everyone stew in their own guilt. Yuri Gagarin. Enderpup points out that it's the anniversary of Yuri Gagarin's spaceflight. He was a notorious atheist, and so I believe he even said, I didn't see God flying around, so. Well, although C.S. Lewis, I think, made a point of that in his Mere Christianity series. I'd have to listen to that again.
What happens when you disrespect a man wearing a skirt? What happens when you disrespect a man wearing a skirt? You get killed.
Ah, Sweetie Bloom, your mind is too pure for this internet. Pokemon Fire Eevee, you say that there is a place called Blorange, a hill in Wales, according to Vsauce. How is it pronounced, though? It may be spelled similar, but how is it pronounced? Oh, wait. Actually, the whole joke is no word in the English language rhymes with orange. You've got to bring foreign language into it. I feel like that's cheating. You cheater. Okay, well, now comes the fun part. I need to get vectors for all these things. So, Vecteezy, pull it on up. Make sure my account is logged in. So, what's our first one again?
Did one eye say to the other eye?
A kilt is only a skirt if you wear underwear with it. Well, I don't foresee this happening to me anytime soon. But if I'm wearing a kilt, I am most definitely wearing some form of modesty underneath. Now, it's going to be a little boring if I just am talking all the way through while searching for videos. So let's hear some music courtesy of Elemental. Appropriately. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's not. The disc is called Elemental. This is by Prince Whatever. See, I'm all mixed up. No, this is Prince Whatever and their album Elemental. Interesting.
Ever since I found out what I am, every second I can't understand. As time's ticking by, with tears in my eyes, can I feel or is sadness programmed? Do I mean the words that I say? Is the world I see really that way?
just turn it down a little so I can also talk. How am I sounding in comparison to it?
Did they send you out here to kill me? 'Cause I don't think that you've got the nerve. Though you wear a disguise, it's there in your eyes. Is this what they tell you?
Anyway, Sweetie Bloom is demanding that I take pictures of me if I wear a kilt. I don't see that happening, but if it does, I will honor you, Miss Sweetie. However, you will not get the upskirt shot. Sorry, up-kilt shot. There are limits. Okay. Yes, kilts are the traditional Scottish attire, but while the groomsmen and all, they will be wearing kilts. I'm just part of the crowd. Next is destabilize.
What did one eye say to the other eye? Between you and me? Between you and me? Something smells. What did one eye say to the other eye? Between you and me, something smells.
Very good.
I tell dad jokes.
Okay, we're going to have to go original on this one. That fellow needs a lozenge. Oh. I am seeing folks say Cosmetics can barely hear you. Well, it is rock music. Ah, okay, this is Prince Whatever doing Elemental. Do I sound better? Well, Sweetie Bloom, I know you're lying now when you say I sound lovely, but I appreciate it.
So why are you here? What is it you fear? Look inside yourself, I think you'll see the answers clear. There's something in the dark you've been holding in your heart. How you plan to let it out, now that's the artful part.
Alrighty. I hope this doesn't look like I'm anti-dad for some reason. I love my father. He's a wonderful human being.
I tell dad jokes, but I have no kids. I'm a faux pas. And now it's time for your weekday fun. The police have arrested the Energizer.
Ah, yes. This one I know what I want. Or maybe not. News stage. Geez, I honestly expected more. Oh well. You shall have to do. Oh, faceless newscaster. Uh-oh. Oh, Sweetie Bloom and Trinary, you donated an hour ago. I'm sorry I didn't catch you then. Wait, that means you tipped before I even started. Double dang, man. What in the hey? What is this thing? This is how... Oh, okay. Oh. Thank God. I thought they were saying this was the new Energizer Bunny. That's the old. Must be really old. There we are. Pokemon Fire Eevee's dad is more of the dark, dry persuasion. Makes sense. Puns are not for everyone. Good evening, Jeff. How are you doing? Also, Brian Luna will be celebrating their 40th anniversary as an MLP fan, meaning you were part of the G1 crowd. Where does the time go? Into living. And we do our best to live in the moments, eh? Alright, I heard just a little profanity in this song. If there's another, I'll probably skip ahead. It's not meant to be prudish, just mindful. Turn off the opacity. Boop. Ba-doop. Wall. Yep, there we go. Strike two. There will not be a third. News Energizer. I appreciate that my generic news guy has the news on his stage. Exports as
hypothetical. Don't be scared.
Ah, yes, this is enemy undefined. To be honest, having done so many streams where I'm just using either a roll of the dice with Pretzel or YouTube's rather limited audio library, I'm rather enjoying this.
The police have arrested the Energizer bunny. They charged him with battery. Police have arrested the Energizer bunny. They charged him with battery.
What if I tried to kill you? Would that make me evil in your view?
And now it's time. How do you make a rabbit stew?
Right here, then would you start to feel fear? If
Alright, back to Vecteezy for a rabbit. Just a rabbit, I'm not going to make the stew. Oh, not cartoon rabbits. Everything's all cartoony with these folks. It's not the year of the rabbit, that was last year. Maybe I should show Angel. But he's more of a, quote, bunny than a rabbit. I don't know. There we go. This'll work. That's right, Sweetie Bloom. You probably didn't catch G1. Because you're young and vibrant. Not like this old man here. Meh. Nothing can stop the schmooze. Oh, you kids today. Back in my days, Scrooge was like an eldritch horror. It just crept over you, eating everything. There is no pony, only Zool.
let's see if the hardware will function. Multiple inbound hostiles detected.
Let's see, white is not a good background color, since I'm so partial to blue. Little lighter.
I see you running through the crowds of ponies past the edge of town. Don't cry, you're not alone. Won't leave you on your own. It's never had to come this far till now. We'll show them what you own. This magic's burning bright. I swear we'll win.
Keep it waiting.
How can I win this fight? Don't let them get the best of you. You know you have to hold on.
Dad, what rhymes with orange?
No, it doesn't.
It's father and son. Oh, this one's a good compliment to my Let's see here. There's a lot of good father-son imagery here. But I like that it complements the earlier Eclipse. Yeah, I like this more. And let's take a look at the chat. What have I been missing? Oh, Warlock. Going through Terpy Boru unfiltered? I think not. There are things that I really wish I'd never seen in the fandom, and most of them can be found on Derpy Boru. It's a great image resource, but it is also best explored with lots and lots of filters. Hoo-ha. Father, son. There we go. Oh. Brian Luna, you and I are about 4 years apart. That sounds about right. Hello, Q. Welcome aboard the nightmare, the insanity that is my stream. Now, let's see here. Always got to factor in that weekday pun.
And now it's time for your weekday pun.
What's next?
What is sticky and brown?
Okay. Let's see what sticks Vecteezy has to offer.
This cartoon about pastel ponies has developed a cult following among seemingly normal grown men.
Love that news report they just quoted. Seemingly normal grown men. I reiterate that I have never met a normal person. I don't believe that they exist. In fact, the idea of a person being so uninteresting, so void of passion as to have no quirk whatsoever, is completely ridiculous to me. Therefore, normal is not even a valid state of mind. Infinite Vecteezy, you can download some stuff for free, but by and large, I do a subscription to make sure. Let's see, these are cinnamon sticks, not quite what I had in mind. So I'm just gonna go back to page 1. I think I'll go with this. Oh, profanity. We shall move forward. Very metal. Man, this is very metal. Metal. Let's also see for a mystery background. Curious backgrounds. How about question background? Question. Yes, this will work much better. Ah, here we are. This looks nice. Jeez, this is a dark metal, apparently. Let's see, people are talking about toys, it looks like. Ah, there we go. Let's see here. Normal's whatever else is, and you are not. Elizabeth Snowbell, I'm not sure I remember Frank Burns. What character is that? See, I'm thinking of TV's Frank from Mystery Science Theater, and I know he wasn't trying at all to be normal. Nope, not quite. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Off and off. Alrighty. Scripts multi-exporter. Now let's see here. I saw a mention of toys. Let's see. Jeff Okazinski, you had some mask toys growing up. I remember those.
It always stays the same. You never seem to change. No
Let's see. Just looking through. Oh, Frank Burns from MASH. Thank you, Elizabeth. But that was the guy who tried to think he was normal, but to be honest, as great as he was as an antagonist and the actor, reportedly so not like that in real life. I really enjoyed Charles Emerson Winchester, his replacement, who was a bit more, shall we say, morally diverse. But Frank Burns was quite the character. An excellent point, Gaiety. Time to save. Oh yes, that's a good point, Q. Who here got to see the eclipse? And more importantly, did you remember to wear glasses? Seth. I get the feeling that this vocal accompaniment is sort of wearing people down. You got two voices shouting at everybody. Right now, this is all from Prince Whatever's Elemental CD, so I don't really know what is just music. But maybe it's been fun to feature that, but maybe it's better to switch over again to YouTube scores. I'll explore more with Brony musicians as backgrounds in a little future. Parker Boots, it was cloudy and wet. Oh, I'm sorry. Hugh got to see it, but with 95% coverage. Guy T only saw part. As it only lasted 5 minutes, I can't say I caught much of it. I did, however, absolutely love the Saturday Night Live debate or argument of, what was it? The earthquake, the New York earthquake versus the solar eclipse. They treated it like a WWE standoff. Fool, what you gonna do when the eclipse comes for you?
What is sticky and brown? What is sticky and brown? A stick. But I know what you were thinking, you filthy, filthy person.
Whoops. Forgot to turn on the animation. Here we go, crossfade.
A stick. But I know what...
That didn't work the way I'd hoped. What gives? Yeah. Here we go. Let's see. Oh yes, Sweetie Bloom is correct to bring up the lightning striking on the Statue of Liberty. And, well, That looked, I saw some pictures of that. It looked more like Lady Liberty was delivering the lightning.
A stick.
And that looked pretty cool. People are trying to say it's biblical and that, you know, God is displeased. But then, of course, they don't really clarify why he's displeased. They're all trying to twist it into against one party or the other. I prefer to think that Lady Liberty is just getting her medal on.
A stick. But I know what you were thinking, you filthy, filthy person. Stick.
Oh, whew, one more. I know this doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it actually does tire me out. The concentration on this, that, or the other thing. It's normally where I just do one pun an evening.
What happens when you disrespect a man wearing a skirt?
All right, I wonder what kilts they have here. Yeah, without the bagpipe. That one looks pretty good. Maybe turn this down just a little. Ooh, she's dishing out some electric democracy, says Enderpup. That sounds like something perfect for Helldivers. We now bless you with electric democracy. Get the lightning gun. Here we go. I think this will look good. All right, Scotland, but we don't actually need the Lorem Ipsum to go with it. All right then, Brian Luna. The Helldivers come with an arc thrower to deliver some electric democracy. I only recently got my hands on a physical copy of the game. Gave it to a friend last Friday. Haven't really gotten to play because, well, I just beat Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom yesterday. It is a game where you could think you'll play it just before you go to bed and suddenly realize that 2 hours have gone by. Now you really need to go to sleep. I mean, really need to go to sleep. It is a fun game. Welcome, Swordbreaker 12. Oh, wow, I only saw this earlier. To show, I'm really showing my age when I don't know that a Rowlet is a Pokemon based on an owl, not an actual real-life owl. Yep, old man, coming through, yeah. Now, why is that happening? Why is my boy here semi-transparent, I ask you? want to see if I can get in between the ribbons. No? Oh, I get it. This is all the shading. How vexing. I'm vexed. Deeply, deeply vexed. Here. Ah, I see. Well, you all come with me. We're going to ungroup all this. Yeah, that didn't work. Turning out to be harder than I wanted. But undeterred. Yes, undeterred. See, this is one of the problems when you run into, shall we say, vector file someone else makes. You never know how they've set it up. All right. So. Okay. Okay. And shading. Well, where's the ribbon, gosh darn? Yeah, it's a little less crazy. You go to the back. Boop. There we go. Now you, my friend. Come on, come on. Jeez, how much further back can I put him? You think this would be simple? It is not. Okay. Fine. There comes a point where you're trying too hard to do things one way. So, let's try this again with a different way. Okay. Now I need my dude. There you are, my dude. And rather than try to get him to blend, I shall take and I shall make a mask. And then I shall make it so I can move him whichever way I please. All right, let's try that. Sometimes you're trying things the harder way until you just got to stop and reset to zero, and it's so gratifying. All right. There you are. Oh, Swordbreaker 12, you have a die-cast Voltron. That is a lost art. And quite magnificent. I have boxes full of old Transformers. Fortress Maximus is out in my garage. But I could never really part with them. They were so marvelous as part of my childhood. Although, to be totally honest, I'm jealous of the modern-day Transformers fans who have far greater loyalty to what the Transformers looked like in the cartoon. You know, so it just looks better, in my opinion, overall.
You disrespect a man wearing a skirt? You get killed. But I know what you were thinking, you filthy, filthy person.
All right, we're going to fade out the music here for just a little bit, because now it is time to go over to De Wolf. And log into De Wolf. Hey, you don't. And I need Scottish. Oh yes, I should do advanced. This will only be 30 seconds. The Love of Nature? There we go. Think that'll work. Music. Where did I store my music? Well, don't matter. Week 3.
And now it's time for your weekday pun. What happens when you disrespect a man wearing a skirt? You get killed.
There we go. That sounded nice. Okay. It is 7:20 in my local time, and oh boy, it's been good to work on this, but it's also been tiring. So I don't think you all need to see me typing out these puns in After Effects. That's going to be really boring, just watching me type. So let's move on. We're talking bagpipes. I actually do think they can, under the right player, they can be quite magnificent. It's just hard to find them. Robo Sapien Cherry Fluff Belly. I remember a show with Neo Sapiens, but I don't remember Robo Sapiens. Doing a quick search here. Robo Sapien. Oh, it's a toy. It released in 2004, so sorry, Cherry Fluff Belly, but you're not showing much age with that one. All right, I've saved. We're going to say goodbye to this for a little bit. Let's close off some of these guys because... No, I don't think I need to save those all over again. Sweetie Bloom, or Donations of Terror. And instead, let's see here. Weekday puns, vector bases, Princess Celestia. Yep. This is where I try to keep a lot of Celestia-related vectors and such. Poses that I try to emulate. And, well, body parts to swap. In fact, when I think about that, I should probably move those over to the pony parts folder. But my purpose tonight is to get started on a different presentation of Princess Celestia for a Goodnight comic, as we are having the Legend of Yixler, which reminds me, there's only one image of Yixler of which I'm aware, and it is this portrait. So I did my best to create a Yixler based on that, and then just tried to make a quarter view. I figured this guy's got one heck of a coat if he can have a beard that mighty. So, and he's not overweight, he's just poofy. But in this flashback, I thought it'd be fun if Princess Celestia was much younger. Much younger. Like she met a legend at the beginning of her own. So I went through some of the Legends of Magic, which feature a young Princess Celestia. And I'm just going to try to create some bases for her. I guess I can bring back the music too. There we go. Embrace the floof, says Swordbreaker 12. Closed captioning issues that occur in your video that reference Rutherford in connection with an Overwatch character, says Trinair. Now, I'm trying to remember, but I don't know, YouTube captions are pretty cruel no matter what I do. Although now you got me curious, Trinary, which Overwatch character are we talking about? And has there been yet another Blizzard controversy of which I'm unaware? I used to play Overwatch, but after all the negativity surrounding Blizzard and their very poor job with Overwatch 2, especially the promised story mode, I just haven't touched it. Huh. You know, now that I look at it, she is kind of looks a little bit like Cadence. Sweetie Bloom, it does track that I make this mistake. But you never know what I might use young Celestia or young Lestia as a reference later. The question is, I also wondered, because she's kind of like Cadence, I'm wondering if I took some screenshots of Princess Cadence as a youngin'. So let's just see if those would be of any help too. Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom. Maybe not so much. Thing is, when you export every frame, that's asking a lot. And then just a side shot from Miss Sunshine Sunshine. There we go. That'll do for now. Embed these so even if I transfer away from this computer, I won't risk losing my references. Alright, let's see. No love for Wuna, says Swordbreaker 12. Well, Wuna's gotten some love. But right now, this one's a Celestia focus. Oh, also, Trinary is going to give me my answer in the Discord. Oh, well. Wow. Yixler. YouTube, remember how I talked about that there was an evil starfish at the beginning of the stream? Yeah, they apparently YouTube quoted that in one of my videos. That's just wow. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks a lot. Now let's see here. Yep. Oh, I really do hope Enderpup has been keeping an eye on that. Oh, Cherry Flapelli before they go. Do I have my own art style? Well, I have my own style, but mostly with MLP I tried to emulate it. My own art style is still developing. It is, I would say, unrefined. But I save it mostly for my own projects, which is character creation. For stories I write. So perhaps one day I will get to share more of my own style, but right now I'm very happy working with the pony version. Oh, Brian Luna has been quoting me for 11. Let's see here's. Well, either which way. As long as people... Wait a minute. It's not even... YouTube wasn't even quoting me. That was quoting Ocellus. Now, it's one thing to add chaos to my streams, but you do not mess with Ocellus. One of the cutest changelings in the whole universe. How's that? If I look at Celestia here, even for back then, she had much longer legs. So let's stretch this out a little. Ah, drat. I can't make that. Oh, wait, yes, I can. Here we go. Woo! That's a bit much, don't you think? Is that really the same thickness? Wow. And we'll just shorten it here. Perhaps a comparison of her standing legs. Whoop. Where's your profile view, Celestia? Line sitting behind portrait. Profile. No. Profile. Thank you. Let's see here. Maybe just add a little bit of inward bending here. Ah, geez. There we go. There we go. Let's see here. Something has happened. I was listed as bestest bug and co-best student. I see. Let's see here. Cake addiction started when she was young, says Q. Probably. That's how the culinary world gets you. Gets you when you're young. I'm unsure if I'm making these legs too long now. I mean, this is supposed to be a young Celestia. Okay, so honestly, this whole setup is rather disjointed. I need to correct this. Actually, all things considered, I guess this is a good, what would I call it? Compromise. Let me see them slippers. Actually, wow. Let's go with even smaller slippers for what she was. Hello? See, there you are. Much better. There you are. Doo doo beep 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 beep. Brian Lunar points out that most real-life foals are indeed spindly. And we'll just duplicate this. Oh yeah, what's the line thickness on this? Boop. And cut away. Get rid of this. Yes, I kind of like if the slippers are a little bigger or they aren't quite glued to Celestia as they are in the future. Shows that even she had to grow into the role. But still, maybe a little curve. Good. Same process over here. Duplicate, divide, and conquer. So, as you say, maybe a bit more spindly in the leg department. Ungroup. And no, we don't need that much for rumpus. Alrighty. And save because I do not want to lose what I got. I'm seeing people try to speculate how tall ponies really are. Grimwolf, that is thinking that Celestia's horseshoes or whatever may be nailed to her hooves. Just the, what is it, carrot? Is it, a hoof is made of keratin, isn't it? Or am I thinking of something else? Either way, I'm not really buying that they're only 1.5 feet tall. But I think that Celestia was wearing those while in bed because they didn't want to have to animate a whole new set of hooves for just one scene. Because the producers are smarter than I am. I mean, didn't she also wake up with, like, wearing her crown? It's pretty hard for Celestia to put the crown down, if you know what I mean. This is where I'm going to borrow from Cadence. Although I'll get the color right. Celestia has the regal snout. That'd be funny, Trinary, if Queen Haven never took her crown off because she was trying to honor Princess Celestia. That's one thing I really liked about A New Generation movie. It gave everyone a chance to be just a little silly in some regard. With the Queen, it was both never taking the crown off and posing even for her mugshot. No pictures, no pictures. Okay, maybe one. That's our criminal highness you're talking to. Of course, looking back, the greatest moment for Queen Haven is when she says to Alphabiddle, "Do you see my lips? I'm still a-talking." Nowadays, it's "Do you see my lips? Kiss me!" Let's see. I could also see Cadence leaving behind a message for future generations. How to ship your friends. God help you if Izzy discovers this message. How did they draw her horn? No, about regular size. Maybe I'll make it just a skosh longer. Because this is Celestia. Just a skosh. Whoops. And then I will skosh them up a little. Life is more fun with sound effects. There we go. Pardon. Well, you're right, Brian Luna. There was I'm not critiquing the ship of Queen Haven and Alphabiddle. I find it very charming. I just find it funny how hostile they were at the beginning, and, well, where it went from there. But yes, there was quite the spark, especially when Queenhaven saved Alpha Biddle. And then Phyllis had to save everybody from her son. That's going to go over badly in the next town hall. Now then. Principessa Celestia. Profile. No, I need 3/4 view. Give me your eyes. Wow. Okay, well, we'll finesse that. Sometimes even my own setup, I'm like, whoa, wonder why I did that. Now, the funny thing is, these are so expressive, it's rare for Celestia to just be neutral in any picture. Yeah. Is that as far as they go? Huh. Well, let's stretch this out just a little bit more. I don't know if a character's eyes really shrink as they get bigger, but wider eyes usually implies a greater youth and innocence. It's only when you've seen some stuff that your eyes become more narrow, more focused. Da-da-da. Now, this is for a Pinkie Pie Says Goodnight, and I'm not even sure when I need to get going on those again, because they keep messing with the schedule. First, they're bi-weekly, then they're weekly, then they're gone, then they're back with a special, now they're gone again. Work with me here, YouTube. Hasbro, throw a longtime fan a bone here. Just say when the next episode will air. Would that be so bad? Would that be so very wrong? Yes, Kamodra, I do know of the relation between Misty and her father. I gotta say, because Misty was sort of a Make Your Mark exclusive for a while, I think they really celebrated having a character that was their own. Not from the show, not demonstrated immediately in Tell Your Tale. She was theirs. So I'm not surprised that she became so powerful a unicorn. Plus, I'm rather fond of her as a character either which way, so. Big eyes. Big, big, big eyes. that looks a bit freaky. Alright, back to the body. It's My Little Pony, so those heads have got to be huge. So what are we thinking, y'all? Is this looking like a young Celestia would? Streak Arioso. Well, first off, hello, Stefan Goldberg 666. It's going well, and hello to you. And then Streak Arioso asks, what do you do when you feel like you step on too many people's nerves too often? Well, first off, apologize. Admit if I feel like I've been pushing the wrong buttons, I will apologize to the group. Then I guess it's an examination of why do I make the jokes I do? Why do I push the envelope? And then what can I do to rein it in but still be involved in the group? It's all a balancing act, and it's all practice. The biggest thing is to not be too hard on yourself afterwards. That way will only make you feel worse. All right. Preparing for save. Commencing the save. Save is commencing. I'd hope to show everybody what it's like with Celestia wearing, like, her mane. Actually, you know what I find funny? This is kind of like Fluttershy's mane. In fact, let's just open this up for a sec. I'm curious. Main 6. Hello, Pinky. Let's try from here, here, and here. It's a little different, but yeah. I think I can work with this. No wonder Fluttershy was playing the young Celestia in 2 separate episodes. It's kind of funny. Although from this angle, it will cover part of her face. I'll have to do the opposite side too. Let's see, both Enderpup and... Oh, hello, Lightning Bliss. I'm sorry I didn't see you in the chat earlier, but it's good to have you here. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next week in person. Looks good. Eyes look a little big, says Sweetie Bloom. Okay. Young Celestia is bald, wonders the illustrious Q. Well, that would be something. Bald Lestia. maybe I should just take this curve out too. I've only got a few minutes left. Oh, but I'm glad. A little extra work on the weekday puns, and they'll be ready to go. That means I can be covered for a week and 2 days. And well, since they didn't show a new episode this week, I consider myself one credit in favor, so I don't need to worry about next week. But even so, it's good to keep going. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. I mean, if the special was the end of season 2, I'd appreciate it if they said so. Oh, but what an anticlimax of a season it would be. It's like the main villain said, well, we're never getting home, come on. And what's her brother up to? He's got to be, quote, coaching her. Funny enough, I'm drawing Celestia with pink hair as she was in the very, very, very beginning. All right, so Enderpup quotes that I've said, let's see here, 15 times. And, oh, my brain's a little scattered at this point. But I think someone else was helping keep tabs on how many times I said that. Ah, well. Well, either way, I appreciate everyone who keeps track because it lets me know what kind of little tics I have, little habits that we're often unconscious about. Celestia, let's move yourself down, yeah? So I can modify this pretty well to go around her horn. Yes, and then modify this part as well. It's kind of funny. It works, don't get me wrong. I think that young Celestia looks great. And any reason I can tie her to Fluttershy is even better. Because Fluttershy's my fave. Oh, and there's a Crizzy. Hello, Criz. I'm going to get to see you too in a week. Less than a week. So I'm looking forward to that. It will be great. And, well, when I come back, I will have so many stories to tell with everybody. But I think for right now, editing all those little puns together is actually pretty exhausting. I'm going to get me some dinner. I'm going to vegetate for a minute, and then we'll see what the rest of the evening holds. Because tomorrow, I shan't neglect my local friends. We're going to go see Monkey Man, which looks very violent, but also very good. So, I won't be able to stream next week, everyone, because I won't be in the US of A. But I will see you again soon, and I'll work to have reviews out. Just know I'm very grateful for the time you invest in watching me be ridiculous, and I'm grateful for the streams and the folks who come hang out. So I will catch y'all again soon, but until next time, I hope that you are safe and you're well. I'm Silver.